Yeah.
Entering main menu screen Ultimate Legends.
In the pocket, no change. Okay. Same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be
Exhibition.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Ready.
Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it.
Kansas City. Ready.
With the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the
Dallas Cal.
No game.
Atlanta.
Okay.
New York.
My girls, they love and hate me the
Flip.
same.
New
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks selected. Ready.
Somebody might want it.
Ready. Edit. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name option is set to current home.
Go the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you.
Ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Edit uniforms submenu.
No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I
Entering edit uniforms. Edit. Ready.
Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
In Dallas Cowboy. Ready. Green Bay Packers selected. Seattle Seahawks edit uniform. Blake. Ready.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. So we're going to 53.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 54, 180. 36. Tight dog. Sweat, hey. 26.
This is Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
3 down. Hey, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gun. Cut. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 47. 37's the Mike 37. Here we go, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for C.J. Procise. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Check. 380. 25.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
280. Play out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Met. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson going to hand it to Process. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here I come. Here I come. Here we go, 47. Check 55 to mine. Check 55.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Prescott on 1st down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Malik Collins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A first down carry by Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 on the Seahawks 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, why? Echo. 37's the Mike 37.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
We want it. Come to my world.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
We're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's bring it. Check 99. Check 99.
Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill. Under. Hey, turn it up. We're going to 54. Why in?
Prescott to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Check. Watch 54. Front left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. steps away. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Prescott completes it to Austin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 488. I'm coming. Done. Motion. We're going to 54. 188. Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Switching, hey. I'm going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? He'll go 46, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Gun. Let's get off the field. Kill. 47. Kill. And we're going 30. Right 37. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. And we're going 36.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. It's caught. Lockett. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Gun. 4 down. Gun.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
46. Go. Get out there. Hey, kill. 47. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike. 55. Delta, 55. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike, 55.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Go. I got you.
Third and long. It's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Do the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 3rd and long for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in?
It's caught at the 10. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Wilson back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Looking to throw. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Prescott now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. Intended that time for Cooper.
380. Good job right there. 19. Check 49. 81. Wahoo. Still got 4 down. 380.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This will be taken very short, and not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this game. Offensive explosion help leading the
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected.
Okay. 30,000 in the
My leader, depth chart.
I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view.
My leaderboard is selected.
Magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros,